Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
All right, buddy.
We are back to talk another Bravo reality TV series. This would be Winter House. We're on season 3. This is episode 2. Brian, not a crazy eventful episode here, so this probably won't be one of our longer Winter House reviews, but obviously Tom Schwartz arrives. We left last week with a cliffhanger of his arrival at the house. For people who may be meeting Tom Schwartz for the first time, kind of an interesting introduction to Tom Schwartz. He is not a super serious guy, not built for very dramatic, real situations, and being the best friend of Tom Sandoval and being kind of a small member of the Scandoval scandal. It's just interesting to see him right after it had occurred and kind of how he's feeling emotionally, and kind of where his journey starts this episode. Bry, what did you think of Schwartz's arrival? And then obviously we'll move on to the Katie part of this.
It's funny. He just comes in like already making jokes because, I mean, it must just be like a crazy world to have been dealing with that, and then you're just shoved into another Bravo show. Yeah, and like you said, I mean, I don't know who's watching this show and not knowing who he is because it's. I mean, I kind of feel like you wouldn't really be gravitated to the show unless you at least watch two of these franchises. I think.
I agree. I agree. It's pretty niche as far
Yeah.
as like Bravo shows, but again, and Below Deck fans who may not watch Vanderpump, et cetera. Now, I think there's a ton of overlap, like you said, but interesting. Anyone who watches our reviews, let us know in the comments. Is there anyone who is just getting to meet Tom Schwartz for the first time? Are you just hearing about Scandoval for the first time, or really having it touch one of your franchises? Maybe you're a Below Deck fan and you're just kind of dipping your toes here in the Winter House franchise, which I think is pretty cool. Um, Tom and Katie, he is his, if you don't know, and obviously most people do know, his ex-wife's name was Katie. And they're still friends. But this Katie knows that Katie, but she kind of right off the bat says, well, wait, I kind of am digging this dude, wasn't really expecting this. And they kind of start that kind of basic flirting. They go out to go they go shopping together, right? Like
Yeah. They
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, that might be the biggest grocery bill I've ever seen. It was like, when they showed the thing, it was like $1,400. That's a lot of food.
It's a lot of food. And they, them, they're these people that because they're not really like sweating the cash, they're buying like 5 of everything when they probably need 2 of everything.
But I mean, like, I just was thinking about like racking up that big of a grocery bill is probably really hard.
It's definitely hard, but I think you got to remember too, in some of the towns, like this is a like resort type town too. I'm sure it is a little inflated as well comparatively
I think
to,
those burgers are like $8 a patty or something like
yeah,
that.
it's probably crazy. They're goofy. They're probably buying the
Grass
stuff.
fed.
Yeah, they
As
could
you will.
definitely have been way more economical. But you know what? Trying to help out the squad, and maybe Bravo threw the credit card down for it, hopefully. But either way, I mean, Schwartz at that time, like this is right when his bar is like taking a tank because the bar had been doing really well before
Mhm.
Scandoval, and I see him from going on Google. Like they don't even open every day. Like they're just the bar
Oh,
does not.
really?
Yeah, they don't even open every day. Like there's a couple of days a week that they're closed. So I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
yeah, I find that to be interesting. I wonder if it's upswing in the last few months, but obviously don't wish uh, a business not to succeed. So I am hoping that maybe this is like a because no one's seen any of the Vanderpump people on Bravo really since Scandoval, right? Like we haven't gotten season 11 yet, so this
Yeah.
may be the first way for someone on Bravo to kind of start rebuilding. We've seen them on popping up on other shows a little bit here. It's just Stars on Mars or this special ops crap or Jax on, House of Villains, but none of that really was like rebuild positive for anyone who was actually on that season. Schwartz was on that season, right? So let's
Yeah, I
see.
mean, he's really the one who's doing a lot of the runs. I mean, what was Tom on Dancing with the Stars? And I don't know if he was
The Masked
confirmed.
Singer, he did,
Yes.
yeah, get nothing to really rehab himself. Ariana is the one getting the great press tour,
Oh,
right?
right. Okay.
She's the one on Dancing with the Stars who like literally may win. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be awesome when these shows really start coming back because Vanderpump was awesome. Summer House, whenever that comes back, it'll be nice to kind of, we're going to have like a whole big grasp of this entire
of the
like
universe for sure.
channel. Yeah.
It's like really crazy, isn't it?
So what do you think of some of these people? Like I know we talked about Kyle. What do you think of Corey so far?
I think jury's out for me so far. I don't really hate. I don't really have a real feeling so far. I mean, I have a real positive on Kyle. I'm not big on Alex. I've known him from, below deck, and this whole really focusing on him, just like not his nonstop journey to try to get a hookup. Like it's right back in again on week 2. Um, yeah, I mean Corey's okay. I mean, what is your vibe on Corey so far?
I mean, he's fine. When he's on the other, like when he's the winter houses that I've seen, and then like when he shows up at summer house, I think he's just a dude. He doesn't really bring much to the show. I think Alex is somebody that I thought would be like, I was kind of excited to see like what he would be like on the show because like we covered that season. I thought he was cool on the reunion. Saw him on Watch What Happens Live once. I thought he was funny, and then he comes on here and it's just kind of like you said, it's just kind of like, ugh.
Just kind of there right now. I think we need a little more drama, maybe, or again, just something for him to sink his teeth into as far as being more involved in what's going on. But so far for me, no egregious errors. Um, yeah, overall, like I said, the pirate theme stuff, they love theme parties on this
Oh my
show.
god,
So
dude.
um we
They
see
must waste so much money on
because
costumes.
these are always, I was a little bit to say these costumes are nice.
Yeah, dude. Summer House, they do like a theme party at least once a weekend, and they just get like all like Bill, you would laugh if you saw it. Like every weekend when they show up at the house, there's just like boxes and boxes and boxes of Amazon just waiting for them at the Hamptons house.
Oh, I love that. That's really
And it's just
funny.
like if they go the first weekend of the season too, there's like 25, 30 boxes. You can't even get in the door. And I'm like, I get annoyed. My wife has like two or three outside. I couldn't imagine having like all this stuff. So they must spend like what do they do with those costumes? Like Kyle wears all that stuff all the time anyways. He dresses weird, but I don't know. Maybe they who knows what they do. Maybe they rent it. I have no idea. But they just get drunk and trash it. But do you like Danielle?
So far, I mean, it's I was she.
Yeah. I remember last week I was like I like her, and then I just watched the most recent season of Summer House, and I think my like attitude of her has changed. But
Why is that?
um I don't really want to spoil it for you if you ever watch it because it's like her and her like best friend like an engagement thing, and
Okay.
he just makes it all about her. I mean, like some of the points she's making are definitely right. It's just it was a mess. Like everybody I thought was at fault for something in this situation, but I think it's something that well, if we want to cover that show, you'll know. If you do a quick dive, you'll know all
Yeah, I
about
will.
it. I don't want to ruin it for you because it was like a pretty major plot line of that season.
But feel free, guys, in the comments to talk about it.
Yeah, I'll talk to you.
Yeah, feel free to talk about it in the comments too, guys. Let us know. You guys obviously have your discourse there.
I like
Brian,
all the
what
other girls though. I think all the other girls that I'm unfamiliar with, I think are pretty cool.
I just seems like they're pretty focused on Danielle. So obviously I
Yeah.
want to see like where it's going right
Hmm.
now with her new situation, obviously. So
Yep.
overall, I thought a pretty positive episode, nothing too crazy to write home about, but hey, gets us on to the next week. Do you have anything else before we kind of kick to just the ad?
I just kind of hope that it kind of we get a little more drama than just people coming in and talking. I mean, the other seasons, Bill, are only like 6 or 7 episodes, so that's why this isn't like a double digit season. So that's why I'm like, when is something going to happen?
I think we'll get there. I think for better or worse, for the editing and for the season, they were able to kind of get episode 2 to be a hook of you get to see Schwartz, right? And
Yeah,
now
probably.
there's no more tease of who you're really going to get to see as far as a full-time cast member. We're gonna start probably boom, 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 getting to a few of the people they teased as far as the stop-ins and stuff. But like you said, hopefully the drama kicks in next week.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Mhm.
Um, check out everything we have going on this week, guys, and every week on the reality, guys. It's been a busy, busy few weeks. We have everything from CBS Wednesday, Survivor, Amazing Race to F Boy Island. We're doing things like Big Brother, The Bachelor, Golden Bachelor, Bachelor in Paradise, Southern Charm, House of Villains, basically everything so far. But hit up our YouTube and our TikTok. You'll see all of the playlists and all of the content, and you'll definitely find something you're interested in for sure. So we really appreciate the love, especially on the TikToks and stuff recently.
Yep.
But for myself and Brian, thank you. Peace.